Hey guys, how you doing? It's Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free hockey NHL previews and predictions today for Saturday, March 8th. Hope you have yourself a good start to your weekend. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. All right, let's kick it off in Philly where the Flyers taking on the Seattle Kraken. Flyers' last game was a 4-1 loss to the Winnipeg Jets, and for Seattle, a 5-3 loss to the Nashville Predators. Now looking at the bookmakers line, they got the Flyers as a 141 favorite. 5.5 is the total, and we do got Philly winning this one, 3.1 to 2.6. The over/under landing on 5.7. So we do like this game to go over the total. Looking at the Flyers' last 10 games, they are 4-6 straight up, 5-5 ATS, and 5-5 when it comes to the over/under. And for the Seattle Kraken, they are 3-7 straight up in their last 10 games, also on the puck line, and 5-5 when it comes to the over/under. Looking at the value index, I do have the Flyers listed at -150 on my value index. So fair market value today if you do like the Flyers. And if you like Seattle, I had them at +128, and that's where you're getting about 127. So good fair market value for both these teams if you're looking at them. And the chance of winning this game here today, 58.9% chance of winning here for Philly, 41.3% for the Seattle Kraken. Your Kogo on this game is at 41%. Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. So if the Kogo's at 41%, that means the chance of this one going under is at 59%. All right, the streaks in this one, nothing really to talk about except the last 4 games I've gone over for the Kraken. I got 7 edges to the Flyers, 0 for the Seattle Kraken, and I got 7 overs, edges, and I got 3 to the under. Strength of schedule, though, look at that, 61.2% in the last 7 games. So Seattle coming in battle-tested, and in those 7 games, their record is 3-4. Giving up 3.71 goals per game, and it's only scoring 2.8, but that's because of the strength of the opponents that they've been facing. And today they're in Philly. On the road, they are 12-18, and on the puck line, they are 14-16 and 15-12-3 to the over/under. And while Philly, 15-16 at home this season, a win today gets them over 500. And in their short history against the Kraken, they're only 2-4 straight up. So Seattle having a little bit of an edge here against the Philadelphia Flyers. And 4 of the 6 games have gone over the total. And when Philly's at home as a favorite this year, giving up only 2.5 goals per game, scoring 3.38. And as a road underdog, the Seattle Kraken only averaging 2.8 goals per game, so be careful. Giving up 3.5, though, so you got to watch out for that. All right, just taking a look at the edges here in the Flyers game. Pretty good on Saturday, so the Flyers, that Kiko power play, they like to get 7-2 victories, so they do pretty well here in the weekend. Yeah, they are 7-2 and 7-4 overall on Sunday games as well. So Saturday, Sunday, they do very well. As a home favorite, they're 9-4 this year. So you know what? Philly looking like the play here today against Seattle. All right, let's go to Ottawa, where the Senators off that 4-3 win over the Chicago Blackhawks in their last game, while the Rangers' last contest was a 3-2 loss to the Washington Capitals. And Caps are always tough, right? Ottawa's going to be a 128 favorite. Now, puck drops an early one here today. It's at, I believe it's at 12:30 Eastern. I know this here says 1:30, but we're server time. So, yeah, it should be 12:30 Eastern. Ottawa -128. I had the line. Oh, they've never been in this situation against is it a B-type team? Yeah. So, yeah, Ottawa's in unfamiliar grounds here as a favorite against another B-type teams. And over-under set at 5. And I do have the Ottawa Senators pulling a little bit of an upset, I guess. Not really. Rangers aren't playing that great. 3.1 to 2.5, the over-under at 5.7. So we do like this game to go over the total. Ottawa only 4-6 in their last 10, but look at that. 9 of their last 10 hockey games have gone over the total. And today you're probably going to see Shesterkin against Allmark between the pipes. So we'll see if, Allmark, he had a really good run. And then he got injured, and then he didn't look that great, but he's starting to come along here, and Shesterkin is the same thing. So I'd be careful in the total with these two goalies, because you just never know right now for March 8th which goaltender is going to show up, right? So I think if you look at this one, I think the side is where you want to lean. All right, 58.9% chance of winning here on Ottawa, 40.6% for the New York Rangers. Kogel's at 52%. And when you look at the Rangers on the road against another B-type team, so when you look at these two teams, almost identical records, 31-30, 31-31. So yeah, they're probably mirror image of themselves. So this is going to be, I think this game's going to be decided in the third period. It's going to be, I feel it's going to be a tight checking game. But look at this, when the New York Rangers are on the road against a team with a 50 to 59.9 win percentage, 0-5 this season. And Ottawa doesn't have a great record against the Rangers. 3-7 in their last 10 head-to-head meetings. They're playing on 2 days rest. They're 2-2 at home on 2 days rest. And for the New York Rangers, when they're playing on 2 days rest, look at that little pearl right there. 5-1 ATS. I see a 3-2 type game here, guys. If I were to play this game, and I'm not sure if I'm going to play it or not, I would take the Rangers on the puck line. Try to get that Geico insurance, and I would go with New York plus 1.5. That's how I feel. All right, Boston taking on Tampa Bay. Man, it's going to be weird seeing no Marchie there for the Boston Bruins. So, hey, it's I always say if Gretzky can get traded, anybody get traded, right? And for Marchand in Florida, I think he's going to do well. Remind me a little bit of the Claude Giroux situation. Remember Giroux was in Philly? He got traded to Florida, and then he found his way back to Ottawa, where he's from up north Ontario, but he played in the Hall Olympics back in the day. Giroux did, but I got a feeling Marchie's going to do well in Florida. They're going to love him for sure. Almost like a Lombard type player, right? But who could score more goals? So we'll see what happens. Anyways, back to this one between the Bruins and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Minus 303. Yeah, there's the trade effect right there. And looking at the last 10 games, the Tampa Bay Lightning, man, are they rolling or what? 3.1 to 2.7 is my forecast. 5.86. They're 9-1 last 10 straight up in the puck line, while the Bees are 2-8, 8-2 on the puck line, 3-7 to the under. I got a feeling the Boston Bruins are, they're rebuilding obviously, and this is going to be a tough stretch for Bruins fans. Any original six classic type teams, especially that fan base in Boston, they're one of the best. They just got to be patient now. Now you got to be patient, right? Boston coming in on a 3-game losing streak, and it's weird. You go from breaking records last year to like total opposite this year, right? I like Tampa Bay in this one for sure. They're 12-4 against C-type teams at home, 6-9-1. I gotta wait and see what this Bruins team gonna be without without Marchand and some of the other players that got traded. So I'm gonna take a pass on this game. But if you're gonna play this game, looking at the history, I don't think the history really is gonna help you. Like the analytics, and I said this yesterday. Anytime you handicap a game, there's sports analytics, like the analytical part of it. Then there's situational handicapping, and then there's like gut feeling type thing, right? But I got a feeling this is a gut feeling type game. If you play this game, obviously, if you like Tampa Bay, throw them in a parlay. Don't throw them straight up at minus 303. It's just not sound business money management. All right, let's go to the next one. It's Buffalo taking on the Florida Panthers. There's the benefactors of the trade right there. The Florida Panthers, minus 278 is the line. 6 is the total. And we're going to lean with the Panthers in this one. 3.4 to 2.9, the over-under at 6.38. So we do like this game to fly over the total. Florida's 8-2 straight up the last 10, 4-6 to the under. While the Buffalo Sabres, they are on a 5-game losing streak. They're C bearish right now, 4 days, while the Florida Panthers are A bullish, 30 days. And A bullish means that team is either 7-0, 6-1, or 5-2 in their last 7 games. And if you look at the last 7 games here at the Raymond Report, they are 6-1, averaging 3.1 goals per game, giving up only 1.4. So the Bob has been very stingy late between the pipe, Bobrovsky, and he should get the nod here today against Luukkonen for the Buffalo Sabres. And the Sabres, man, you got 2 teams going in the opposite direction. You got a team on a 5-game winning streak, a team on a 5-game losing streak. Buffalo's 1-5 against those the alpha type dogs in the league, teams with a 60 or higher win percentage. If you play this one, obviously it's like the Tampa Bay game. If you like Florida, you throw them in a parlay. They're 21-12 at home, and Buffalo does not do well in Florida. 2-8, 3-6-1. If Luukkonen could just hold his own here, I think the under is where you go in this one. All right, Montreal, Calgary. Okay, I got a great system for you guys here, and I'm going to go and show you guys something. It's almost like a trade secret, right? I'm going to show you guys one of the trick of the trades when it comes to hockey, and this is one of my best NHL hockey systems that hit 67% this year, and it's over 60% the last 10-15 years. It's one of my best systems. All right, so what you do is you're looking for a home favorite coming off a 1-goal loss, which Calgary lost their last game by 1 goal. And where's the 1-goal loss? There it is. All right, this season, just gotta move this here. It's in the way. Current season, survey says 65-31. That's 67%. Calgary's last game was a 3-2 loss to the Dallas Stars. So any NHL home favorites coming off a 1-goal loss in their last game, look at that record, 65-31. This is a great system, and I got Calgary winning 3 to 2.38. And looking at Calgary, the only thing I'm a little weary about, though, is they're C neutral right now, and 3-7 in the last 10. And if you look at the Montreal Canadiens, they're off that tough loss to the Edmonton Oilers. 3-2 was the final of that one. They're 5-5 in Calgary the last 10 meetings. But I'm going to go with the system here, and I can give you all the analytics. But again, situational handicapping tells me Calgary is the play here tonight at the old Saddle Dome. All right, let's go to Colorado, where the Avalanche are going to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. There's a nice little tilt tonight. Could be a Stanley Cup preview. You never know, right? But I'm sure Tampa Bay and Florida might have something to say about that. Minus 143 is the line. 6.5 is your total. And we got the Avs winning this one 3.9 to 2.5. The over-under at 6.5. So we do have this game right on the button. Both teams are 7-3 straight up in their last 10. The Leafs 6-4 to the over. They're riding a 2-game losing streak, a 5 ATS losing streak, so a lot of 1-goal games, or they're getting blown out. And for Colorado, they're on a 4-game win streak, and guess what? They're 4 ATS win. And a team like Colorado, who's normally a favorite every game, for them to be on a 4 ATS win streak, that means they're blowing out teams, right? So if you look at that game, 7-3 was the final there. In fact, if you go on the Raymond Report and you click on View All the Games, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this on the pop-up here, but 7-3 win over San Jose, a 4-1 win over Pittsburgh, a 5-2 win over Minnesota, Colorado against New Jersey, 5-1. That, my friends, is a team that is cruising on cruise control right now, and that's Colorado. They're 20-12 at home, where the Toronto Maple Leafs 18-12, but the Leafs do well in this building. They're 7-3 straight up, 10-0 to the over. I like Colorado, but something's pulling me a little bit more towards the over, and you're looking at probably Mackenzie Blackwood against Anthony Stolarz tonight between the pipes for the Leafs. I like the over in this one, but I think Colorado gets the job done. You never know with the Leafs, right? The Leafs, they got the firepower. Matthews, Marner, these guys, whenever they want to go, they just, put it in D for drive, and the next thing you know, it's a 6-4 type game, right? I like the over in this game tonight between the Leafs and the Colorado Avalanche. All right, let's go to Chicago, or Connor Bedard with the nice goal last night in overtime. Got the OT winner. Chicago, one of my top plays yesterday. Minnesota was the other top play, but they never showed up. Remember I said yesterday, it was one of those games when it's too good to be true. Probably was. Well, guess what? It was probably too good. See, that's the gut instinct I talk about sometimes when you got the eye for the handicapping. But I went against my gut, and I said, you know what? The analytics were just too strong. But, hey, if you had Vancouver, tip of the hat to you guys. Nice job. Nashville Predators minus 233. 6 is the total. I got the Preds winning here. 3.1 to 3.05. The over-under at 6.24. The only thing I don't like about Chicago right here, big win last night, emotional. You know, they're probably still celebrating, and they're playing 3 games in 4 nights. And anytime you get a team that plays 3 games in 4 nights, it's not a good recipe. I'll show you another thing here. So if you go to your dashboard in the Raymond Report, and we'll just get back to our dashboard right here, and let's go dashboard, and we're going to go to day's rest. And where's my day's rest? Right there. The betting tools, and we're gonna go NHL. 3 games in 4 nights. Let's see who has the best record of 3 games in 4 nights. Look at that. Not one team has a winning record over 500. 7-7 is the Rangers. 6-7 Minnesota. It's a real 6-4. There's Philly. Okay, they got a good one. Vegas 6-3. 6-3. Okay, so this thing here goes by wins. It doesn't look at win percentage. So 7-7, 6-7, 6-5. But what I'm trying to get at is when you play 3 games in 4 nights, it's one of the hardest things to do, right? And Chicago going to Nashville, taking on a Pred team who's won 2 games, and looking at the Chicago Blackhawks, they are 3-14 against teams below 500. But again, price tag's way too high, minus 233, and it's just like Florida and Tampa. If you like this team, put them in a parlay. Marry it with another team or another 2-teamer or something like that. But it's Saturday. There's a lot of games on the board. I think there's a lot of other options. And when you look at the history between these 2 teams, Chicago doesn't do well in Nashville. 1-9 straight up, 3-7 to the under. And tonight's starting goalie is probably going to be Soderblom against UC Saros. Every time I've been taking Nashville in the over lately, the under has been burning me. But sometimes when a team has your number as a handicapper, you just get off that team, right? But something's telling me the under is where you want to go in this one, especially with Chicago being 3-7 in their last 10 visits to Nashville. And on the road this year, 13-16-2, while the Nashville Predators are 16-15. 16-15 straight up, 14-17 on the puck line, and 14-16-1 to the over-under. How about their record against C-type teams? 8-6-0 to the over. I'm kind of looking for indicators to point me under. Look at Chicago on the road against division foes, 1-7 this season, 3 games in 4 nights. So road teams this year playing 3 games in 4 nights. Look at that record, 74-107, right? Not too good. 83-98 to the under, so that kind of helps our little cause here. Nashville on the weekends, yeah, pretty good. Hey, they get the country music going there, so people are happy. They're in the mood, and the team benefits off that. 8-2 on Saturdays, 8-3 on the weekend game. Only one Sunday game. Home favorite, okay. Yeah, so I'm looking for like anything under. So my gut instinct tells me under, but Chicago, Spencer Knight played last night, so you probably see Soderblom. I like Nashville, but I think the under is where you want to go in this one. All right, let's go to LA. And speaking of system, there's the one on Calgary. This is the other team that meets the system tonight. So what this system you're looking for each and every day, I look for home favorites coming off a 1-goal loss. And the LA Kings, they're coming off a 3-2 loss to St. Louis. The only thing I don't like is just like Calgary, a 5-game losing streak, right? Misery loves company, and they're going to meet tonight in LA. Be bearish 5 days. Puck line 4-11 against C-type teams. And anytime St. Louis on the road against a B-type team, 1-6 to the under, 2-5 straight up. I like LA here, but man, even the bookmaker knows about this system, right? 182, and my line was 196, so fair market value. Again, maybe you go like the other teams. If you like parlays, maybe you throw the Kings in a parlay. St. Louis, though, 7-3 in their last 10. They're playing some decent hockey right now, and it's just 4-6 in LA, 2-8 to the under. Maybe the under is where you want to go. As you can see, the LA Kings on 2 days rest as a home team, and 1-5 to the under, 5-1. So that helps our system cause right now, right? And I did a little bit of research, and the LA Kings are coming off a home loss as a favorite, and but again, they meet that system. Let me see if I got any stats and trends to share with you on this game here tonight. And let me go to the Kings. Yeah, look at that, a lot of trends. Wow, 12-4 against non-division opponents. Playing on a Saturday, 9-2. Home 13-6 as a home favorite. Man, the 5-game losing streak. So, pretty good since 1996. So this is what the Raymond Report gives you. Anytime you got a home team like the LA Kings at home, coming off a 5-game losing streak since 1996, 11-2. So it does help our cause here tonight. Maybe you play a 2-teamer with Calgary, LA on that system. All right, let's go to San Jose. No way, San Jose, and let's see what the Sharks are into tonight. They're into the New York Islanders as a home underdog. -179 is the line for the Islanders. 5.5 is the total. And I do got the Boatmen winning this one, 3.1 to 2.7. The over-under, 5.85. LA, 2-8 in their last 10. As Joe Namath would say, struggling. 6-4 to the over. I did have -127, and they're way overvalued at -179. And you can see the San Jose Sharks at home against teams below 500, 5-10, but 11-4 on the puck line. And guys, puck line has been doing pretty good for most of the season. They're 17-12 at home on the puck line, 21-14 on the road, so 38-26 overall. While the New York Islanders on the road in San Jose, 5-5, 6-4. Sometimes you just got to take a chance, and my gut tells me that San Jose is the play here tonight. So I'm going to go with the underdog in this one. Good value. I think it's pretty good value. And if you want that Geico insurance, take the puck line plus 1.5. But I'm going to go San Jose for the upset in this one. All right, let's go to the last one here. Got a great matchup tonight in Edmonton. All right, Alberta in Edmonton's going to be a -111 favorite. 6.5 is the total. I got the Oilers winning tonight. 3.51 to 2.7. The over-under at 6.28. But since the Four Nations Cup, McDavid, and company, the Oilers haven't been that great, right? They're 4-6 in their last 10, while Dallas coming in strong on a 4-game win streak, 7-3 straight up. And goaltending is a little suspect right now for me and for Edmonton. Stuart Skinner going to get the nod here tonight. He's 21-15 on the year, 2.84 goals against average, but he's lost two of his last 3 starts. So be careful tonight if you do like the Edmonton Oilers. But I think Dallas, they're 2-5 though against B-type teams. Let me see how they do in Edmonton. 5-5, not too bad. Overall, 5-5. Edmonton, though, on 1 day's rest at home, they're 13-5 on the season, while the Dallas Stars on 1 day's rest, 7-9. As a road underdog, which they are tonight, right? So I got the Oilers at 111. They should be a 164 favorite, but on the value edge. I don't know. This is a tough one. Edmonton's not playing the best hockey right now. If you look at their last few games, only averaging 2.67 goals per game. And on the season, let me see, on the season, they're averaging 3.23. And in the last, against top-ranked teams, they only average 2.5 goals per game, while Dallas scores 3.21 on the road. How about on the road here for Dallas? On the road, 3.3. And after, against top-ranked teams, 3.21. So right here in the Raymond Report, we give you the scoring average of how teams do against other top teams. And they 3.2 goals for, but giving up 3.1. And look at that, 3.53 given up. So what's the over-under this one? Is it 6.5? Probably 6.5 tonight. Let me see that. Yeah, 6.5. If you can get a 6 out there, I'd probably go over, but give me the Oilers again tonight. Give me the Dallas Stars over the Oilers. And I think if you can get 6, I doubt you will, but if you can get a 6, take a 6 on the over-under, but give me the Dallas Stars. Pull the upset tonight in Edmonton, and we're going to go with the hotter team. All right, it's a weekend edition, eh? I was supposed to make it short, but we're 20 minutes in, but that's okay. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Don't forget, get the free Raymond Report each and every day right here at the website, atsstats.com. Go to NHL and click on the NHL or up here on your, if you're on a mobile device, you'll see these little lines right here. Click on NHL, and today your free tip sheet is Seattle against Philly. And if you scroll down to the bottom, we give you more stats and trends, and we give you some great stats and trends right here at the bottom. Enjoy your Saturday and have a great week. And I'll see you back here on a Super Sunday. Cheers.